Hello dear viewers, you are most welcome to Algebra 2 Mathematics channel and specifically to this presentation of our item 004, which is a mathematics item. So we are going to have the solution, rather the expected responses to it. So wherever you are watching from, you are most welcome, and simply watch up to the end for better understanding. And if you are on this channel, just hit the subscription button and like the video. So now let us dive in by reading the question. Kemati went to a shop with shillings 50,000 to buy sugar and rice and found that the cost of 5 kilograms of sugar and 6 kilograms of rice was shillings 53,000. But he bought only 4 kilograms of sugar and 3 kilograms of rice and returned home with shillings 17,500. Then we have our task for part A. It reads, write down 2 equations to describe the information above. Then our part B, help Kemati to form a 2 by 2 matrix and how he should use it to determine the unit cost of a kilogram of sugar and rice. Then we have our part C. It reads, how much money would be spent on 10 kilograms of sugar and 20 kilograms of rice. Then our last part, which is part D, how many kilograms of rice can be bought from the same shop if you have already purchased 7.5 kilograms of sugar from shillings 112,500. So in here we are going to have the response worked out, and let us try to follow together for better understanding. So we need to begin by writing our response in here below. So the response, and we are going to begin with part A. And our part A, we can reverse the question. It requires us to write the 2 equations to describe the information in the scenario. Remember, we have read the scenario and it is here for reference. So from here, we are going to form now 2 simultaneous equations. But before we make them, we need to define our variables we are to use, because we don't know the unit cost of a kilogram of sugar and as well a kilogram of rice. That means we need to begin by letting, so we can say that maybe let X and Y be the unit cost of a kilogram of sugar and rice respectively. So having defined our variable, then we can reverse the question or the scenario. So that Kemati went to the shop with shillings 50,000 to buy sugar and rice and found that the cost of 5 kilograms of sugar and 6 kilograms of rice was shillings 53,000. So that is the first statement where we're going to get the first equation. So it's talking of when 5 kilograms. So you can have 5 kilograms of sugar, this is X, added to the 6 kilograms of rice, that means multiplied by the unit price of rice, should give us the amount spent, which is the 53,000. So this can be our equation 1. Then as we still continue reading, that but he bought only 4 kilograms of sugar and 3 kilograms of rice and returned home with shillings 17,500. Remember, he went with 50,000. That means we need to form this second equation still. Remember, they are saying that he bought only 4 kilograms of sugar. That means 4 multiplied by the unit cost of sugar plus the 3 kilograms of rice bought multiplied by unit price of a kilogram of rice, which is Y. Should give us, we are now going to get the 50,000 that he went with, take away the amount of money he returned with, which is 17,500. So before naming this our equation 2, let us first simplify. This is going to be the 4x plus the 3y equals to. So when I get 50,000, take away 17,500, I'm getting the result to be the 32,500. So we can name this our equation 2. Remember, in our first part, our part A, they require us to form the equations. That means we can conclude and say that therefore the equations are, so we have the 5x plus 6y equals to the 53,000, and then the 4x plus the 3y equals to the 32,500. So these are the equations they wanted in section A. That means that's how you could answer part A or respond part A. We can now proceed to part B, which requires us to form a 2 by 2 matrix and then go ahead and determine the unit cost of a kilogram of sugar and a kilogram of rice. That means we are going to find the variables which are the x and y using the two formed equation. So this is now our part B of our question. From now these simultaneous equations, we need to come up with the matrix. They talk of a 2 by 2 matrix. This is what we are going to have. That now the matrix simply is going to be equal to, since the variables are matching, we can just now pick, we are going to pick the coefficient of 5 which is on x. So we have 5, then we have 6, the coefficient on y, then this is 4, the last this is the 3. This is now the matrix which is a 2 by 2 matrix. Then we need to go ahead and find the unit cost of a kilogram of rice and sugar. That means we are going to use the matrix method to solve these two simultaneous equations formed. And in here there are two sub methods one can employ. Someone can decide to use the adjoint method, can be called adjoint method or adjunct method, or another one can decide to use the inverse matrix method. So in here we are just going to employ one method and we are going to use the adjoint rather the adjunct method, implying that we need to get the adjoint of the matrix which we have got, which is a 2 by 2 matrix. So the adjoint or adjunct of our matrix we have formed, which is the 5, 6, 4, 3 is, so now is coming to be, in here what we do, we are going to change the positions of the entries in the major diagonal, which is this, meaning that we are going to have the 3 coming to where there is 5, then the 5 going where the 3 has been. Then for the entries in the main diagonal, which is this, we are going to just apply a negative sign, implying that in here the 6 is going to become the negative 6, then the 4 is going to become the negative 4. Therefore this becomes our adjoint rather the adjunct. So from here we need to go ahead and multiply. This is what I'm meaning, the matrix multiplication. We can say that from the equations formed, remember the equations, we have the 5x plus 6y equals to 53,000, and then we have the 4x plus 3y equals to 32,500. So from these equations, let us alter them to be in matrix form, implying that in here these are the same as 5, 6, 4, 3 into, this becomes x, y equals to our expenses, which is 53,000, and then the 32,500. So now from here, we are going to multiply the adjoint, rather the adjunct, on both sides. This is what I mean. Remember the adjunct we got, it is the 3, negative 6, negative 4, and then 5. So it's going to multiply the whole of this. So we have the 5, 6 equals to, still we multiply on the right. We have the 3, negative 6, negative 4, the 5, multiplied by the expenses, which are the 53,000, then the 32,500. So from here, we are now going to multiply the matrices, and we are going to follow the row by column order. So we are going to have the 3 multiplied by 5, plus the negative 6 multiplied by 4, then still 3 multiplied by 6, plus negative 6 multiplied by 3. Then we have the negative 4 multiplied by 5 plus the 5 multiplied by 4. Then still negative 4 multiplied by 6 plus 5 multiplied by 3. And this is also multiplied by x, y equals to. So once we multiply also this, we are going to have now the 3 multiplied by the 53,000 plus the negative 6 multiplied by the 32,500, then the negative 4 multiplied by the 53,000 plus the 5 multiplied by the 32,500. So now the next step, we need to just simplify. So in here it means that we are going to have 3 multiplied by 5, that is 15 minus 24. Then 3 multiplied by 6, that is 18 minus 18. Then down here, negative 4 multiplied by 5, this is negative 20. Then plus 20. Then negative 4 multiplied by 6, that is negative 24, plus 15 multiplied by the x, y equals to 3 multiplied by 53,000, we are getting 159,000. Then negative 6 multiplied by 32,500, we are getting negative 195,000. Then negative 4 multiplied by 53,000, we are getting negative 212,000. Then 5 multiplied by 32,500, we are getting positive 162,500. So as we proceed, we can see that 15 minus 24, we are getting negative 9. Then negative 20 plus 20, we are getting 0. Then 18 minus 18, we are getting 0. Negative 24 plus 15, we are getting negative 9. But the whole of it multiplied by the x, y equals to, as we simplify still on the right hand side, we are getting negative 36,000. Then down here as we simplify, we are getting 49,500, but negative. So now as we simplify now here, multiply still, simply we are going to have the negative 9x plus the 0y or plus 0 being equal to the negative 36,000. And still the negative 9y plus 0 equals to the negative 49,500. So in here, to get the value of x, we are going to divide it through by negative 9. So divide through by negative 9, divide it through by negative 9. So our x equals to the 4,000. Also, from this, negative 9y being equal to the negative 49,500. As we divide it through by negative 9, we are getting the value of y being equal to the 5,500. So having got the variables x, remember they told us to get the unit cost of a kilogram of sugar and rice. And according to the way we let x to be the unit cost of sugar, implying that as we are concluding, this is what we are going to say, that therefore the unit cost of a kilogram of sugar and rice are shillings 4,000 and shillings 5,500 respectively. So now this becomes our correct answer for part B. We can now proceed to part C. How much money would be spent on 10 kilograms of sugar and 20 kilograms of rice? This is part C. They are talking of 10 kilograms of sugar and then still 20 kilograms of rice. So this is equal to which amount? Remember, the unit cost of a kilogram of sugar equals to 4,000 and the unit cost of a kilogram of rice costs 5,500. Simply in here, we need just to substitute in. So we have now 10 multiplied by x, which is the 4,000, plus 20 multiplied by y, which is 5,500. So this is equal to 10 multiplied by 4,000. It is giving me 40,000, plus 20 multiplied by 5,500. I'm getting 110,000. So as I continue summing them, I'm getting the result to be 150,000. We can now conclude that therefore the cost of 10 kilograms of sugar and 20 kilograms of rice is shillings 150,000. So that one becomes our correct response for part C. We can now proceed to our part D of the question, which is the last one. It is asking how many kilograms of rice can be bought from the same shop if you have already purchased 7.5 kilograms of sugar from shillings 112,500. So remember, when you have already bought 7.5 kilograms of sugar, the remaining amount of money is the one we are to use to buy some kilograms of rice, which they want us to determine. So now what we are going to do, we are going to first get the amount of money spent when buying these 7.5 kilograms of sugar. Thereafter, we get the difference, and the difference shall divide it by the unit cost of rice, so that we get the number of kilograms of rice. that can be bought. This is what I'm meaning. For part D, which is the last part, remember 7.5 kilograms of sugar were bought, implying that we need to find the cost, the expense of buying these 7.5 kilograms of sugar. That means you can say that 7.5 kilograms of sugar costs. So simply we are going to multiply, we are going to get 7.5 multiplied by the unit cost of sugar, which is the 4,000. So in here, as I multiply, I'm getting the result to be the 30,000. So having got the expense used to buy the 7.5 kilograms of sugar, let us get now the difference. So in here, we are going to get the 112,500, take away the 30,000. So as I simplify, I'm getting 82,500. So that means this amount of money remaining is the one used to buy some kilograms of rice, which they want us to determine. So now to get the number of kilograms of rice bought, simply we are going to get the total amount, which is the 82,500 divided by the unit cost of a kilogram of rice, which is 5,500. So if I compute, if I press my calculator, I'm getting the answer to be 15 kilograms. Therefore, we can go ahead and conclude that therefore 15 kilograms of rice were bought. So this marks our last part of our question or our item. And if this video has been of value or helped you, kindly subscribe to our channel, which is L-Ready2 Mathematics channel, for more updates of mathematics. Thanks for watching. See you again next time in item 005. Goodbye.